How are you? We are live from Dot English Club studio. The topics is how to become a good teacher. On these topics, uh, and we have got our guest, Mr. Amir Islam Ujjal, Vice Principal, Major General Mahmud Hassan Adarsh College. And I would like to ask you how to be a good teacher. Can you speak something on these topics?
Thank you, Mr. Masudur Rahman Tuhin, Assistant Professor in the Department of Philosophy, Major General Mahmud Hassan Adarsh College, Tangail. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I would like to welcome again the Facebook viewers, honorable Facebook viewers, to hear and to be engaged with us on this topic. And the hello respectable viewers, we have already learned today's discussion matter is how to be a good teacher. Thank you very much. I'll try to explain this. Teacher is a man who teaches, or teacher is a person who teaches, but without learning, without knowing, a teacher cannot teach anything. Firstly, a teacher will have to know, only then he can teach the students. And a teacher can be a good teacher when he will have good qualities to be a good teacher. Without qualities, a teacher cannot be good. There may be some qualities of becoming a good teacher. Number one, a teacher must take preparation before he enters his class. Because without taking preparation, a teacher cannot teach well in the class because that students will ask the teacher different questions in the class. If he is unable to answer the questions, it would be very much insulting. So the first and foremost duty for a teacher to take preparation before he enters the class.
Right.
First. This is number one quality. And a teacher is an actor. A teacher is an actor, but actor of cinema or television or other media is different from the actor teacher, because the teacher when he plays the part of an actor, he has audience before him, and the audience can directly question or ask the teacher questions about different things. That means there is direct connection of the actor teacher with his audience. But the media or film industry actors do not have any direct audience. They have to memorize their part before they take part in the shooting. But the teacher is to act like an actor, but he is not like the actor of the film industry.
Right, you are. And in the context of our country, do you find any good teachers, especially in college or school levels?
Yes, I have found many good teachers in my own student life, as I studied from class 1 to MA class. I was a student of many teachers, and among them I found many good teachers, and even personally I always try to follow them. And why do they attract me?
Right.
Why do they attract me? And if I have the same qualities as a teacher, I will be able to attract my students. Suppose a teacher is very much liberal. A teacher should be liberal. He should take the questions from the students liberally, and he should be very much mild in his behavior, well-mannered, good-mannered, and his voice also should be very clear, and the teacher will have to make the topic interesting. Otherwise, the students will feel bored in the class, because the students have to remain in the class at least for 40 or 45 minutes. And if the class is not interesting, the students will feel bored.
Right, I ask you, can you find any good teachers in your life?
Of course, I have already told you that I have found many good teachers in my life, and I can remember one, Dr. Rezaur Rahman of Dhaka University, the senior professor in the Department of English. He used to take our class, and he was very interesting man, and while he took classes, he kept a smiling face.
Right.
And he smilingly took
it's a quality.
Delivered his lecture before us, and he invited us to ask him different questions on the current issue, and we did so. And he smilingly answered all the questions, and he never felt bored by delivering his lecture. And he is a well-behaved man, and his voice is clear and interesting. He's like our father. I think a teacher should be like a father.
Like a father. Right.
Yes, and the teachers should have to think the students who are in my class are like my children, like my sons and daughters, and very carefully and with great care, the teachers will have to take the classes, and if the students like the teacher, the students also will like the lesson or the topic that teacher will teach in the class.
Right, but we can see different scenario in our country, and you can see most of the teachers of our country in school, high school level, primary level, and college and university level. We cannot find any quality teachers, and a teacher should be a knowledgeable man. It's right, but as well as he should acquire his ethical power, ethical side. He is enriched. He or she should be enriched. In this regard, you can tell me that a teacher should be enriched in ethically or psychologically.
Of course, it's a nice question. And you know, teaching is a missionary work, missionary actor work. As a result, the teacher will have to be very much ethical, and a teacher should be great in mentality, his activities. As a teacher is also a public figure. As teacher is older than the students, it is very naturally. Naturally, and the teacher should be is more experienced than the students, and older than the students. So the teacher will have to be very much knowledgeable and amicable and well-behaved and ethical, as he is a public figure. A teacher is a public figure. A teacher is alone in the class, and the students are many in number. All the students are gazing at the teacher. So teachers, that means the students follow. The students follow the idealism, the activities, the characteristics of a teacher. So if the teacher is himself ethical and great, the students also will be great. So a teacher is not like a normal employee in other offices. A teacher is a different man, as he teaches the nation, because the students of a teacher, particular teacher, will occupy different positions of different offices. Even the students of a particular teacher may become the prime minister, president, or ministers, or MPs, or officers, or secretaries. That means the students are the future of the country. So the teachers are making the future leaders, future officers, future secretaries, and future high-ranking people in the country, in the world. So teacher must be ethical, and he cannot lose his idealism. As he is a followable man, he is to be followed by his teachers, even by the nation.
He should be a icon or model to the students.
Yes, right, you are. Icon, yes, not only in teaching method, a man is icon, is an icon, but also in other phenomena. We can see iconic leaders such as Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, an iconic leader, political leader,
Right.
Nelson Mandela, iconic leader, Abraham Lincoln, iconic leader, George Washington, iconic leader, Kamal Pasha, Gandhi, Mr. Karamchand Gandhi, the father of the nation of India, were also iconic leaders, and many followed them who loved politics. So, in every arena and in every phenomenon, there should be some iconic personalities. Also in education, a teacher should be iconic, as he is to be followed by the students. He should be very much strong in personality, strong in his idealism. He should never, by any means, lose his idealism and ethics.
The how to be a teacher would be an idol or icon. How?
Yes, nice question. To be an icon or an iconic teacher is very difficult. There are hundreds of thousands of teachers all over the world. We do not love all the teachers at wholesale rate. We make difference between or among them, as all are not same. And the teachers themselves are characteristically different from one another, but some of them attract us and many of them do not. As even in some countries, even in our own country, appointment system is not in most cases good or honest. As a result, most of the teachers are less meritorious. As a result, they cannot become iconic. But some teachers become iconic or icon of the
Now,
student.
in this regard, I'd like to ask you another question. Training is necessary for the teachers?
Of course. Not only in teaching, but also in other areas. Training makes a man almost perfect.
Right.
Yes, and training makes us expert and eligible to do something properly. So training, only a well-trained teacher can be good teacher. Without training, none can be good teacher. So training is very much necessary, and even our government arranges different types of trainings for the it's called skill development of the student, of the teachers. And you also, Mr. Masood Tuhil, you are a master trainer of creative method.
Right.
You took part in different training sessions. You are a master trainer. We are proud of you. You have already learned what training is and how much training is necessary for making a teacher a good teacher.
Right.
So training is necessary. Training is a must.
Yes, and nowadays you can see the educational system is totally based on communicating. That's why our government is trying to enrich the teachers, especially teachers, how to teach the students in a good manner. In this regard, we have got many trainings. But most of the teachers, beyond the trainings, and can you tell me the government to enrich these teachers in a good number?
Thank you very much, Mr. Masood Rahman Tuhil. And only training is not enough, but the trend, so-called trend teachers, will have to follow. I would like to call them so-called because they have training on different issues, but they themselves don't follow the training they have achieved or gained from different training sessions. I have seen many teachers being trained, they do not follow the training lessons, training experience in their classes. They are as usual.
No, there are
many-
some drawbacks, and there is the congenial atmosphere. There is the enough students. The building is not congenial. The
Classroom is-
is not fit for to teach the students. There
this is
are
also-
many problems in our country.
Yeah, Mr. Tuhir, this is also reality in our country. You know, our country is a developing country. It is not yet developed. So, in everything we have some lacking, and and it is not exception in education system in our country. So, in the perspective of our country, the teachers will have to understand the reality, and within the shortages in our education system, the teachers will have to be careful and sincere and cordial in teaching the students, and they should try to give the students the most feedback to the students. And but unfortunately, I have to say that many teachers don't follow the rules. With the shortages, the teachers can do many things. Yet, most of the teachers, in spite of their training, don't try to give the students proper lesson, proper education learning. So this is a problem. Sincerity, lack of sincerity is a factor in our country.
And you know multimedia. You know the multimedia. It's a new system in our country, and the renowned school and colleges already introduced multimedia. But in our Tangail district, we cannot find any multimedia. And you have a multimedia system in your college, I think, Major General Mahullah Sanadus.
Also, your college.
But there is no expert here. And how can you define this?
Actually, I do not agree with you on every point. On some points, I will differ from you.
Okay.
We have some expert teachers who are able to take classes through multimedia. But, you know, for lack of different things, we cannot turn our college or institution into 100% multimedia-based. But we try. We are trying. As we are living in the world of science and technology. We cannot be exception. We will have to be in the current or in the swim of the world. So, if you want to make a proper citizens of the world, we will have to be very much careful of supplying the students with the necessary scientific and technological devices, and our college is trying to do that. And you know, side by side with this, I would like to mention one thing. The government has issued an order that all the heads of different institutions from primary to university, the heads should be expert in science and technology, and they will have to have the knowledge of operating computers and scientific and technological devices. But unfortunately, most of the heads administrators of different educational institutions are not expert. This is a problem. So the government should take steps to train the administrators of different institutions first. And if an administrator is expert in technology and scientific methods, he will be inspired to inspire other subordinates to take classes through the multimedia. As a result, our country will get the proper advantage of global digital Bangladesh.
Right here, dear viewers, you are with us. Thank you very much. We are very much grateful to you. And I'd like to stop here. And Mr. Guest Amir Islam Ujjal, would you like to say something about your viewers?
Actually, the topic was how to be a good teacher. A good teacher, to be a good teacher, a teacher should have many qualities. I have discussed some of them, and it is not possible within a period of half an hour to discuss all the qualities of becoming a good teacher. So if it is possible on another day, I'll try to discuss this. But I would like to request the government and the officers or persons concerned in educational area to be more careful, to take care and to monitor different educational institutions, so that the administrators of different education institutions may be careful of conducting the administration properly, so that the students can get the proper and right advantage of the institutions.
Thank you, Mr. Amir Islam Ujjal,
Thank you too.
for your nice presentation, nice lecture. And your lecture, I think, will be very sagacious and interesting to the viewers. Dear viewers, we are bound to stop here. Thank you very much. Thank you all.